Next up, we have Star Wars Rebels. Now this was a huge surprise for me because a close friend of mine was trying to get me into it for the longest time, and I resisted him so much. I was like, no, it looks stupid. I don't care about the rebellion. To me, it's like they harp so much on the rebellion and it just gets irritating to me. And then I watched it and I made it through the first season and I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. And then once they got into the second, the third, and the fourth seasons, I loved it. You know, I couldn't get enough. And I was excited to really go all the way to the end and see all the different storylines that were playing out. And I think partially bringing Ahsoka into it was a stroke of genius. Seeing just the way that they interacted with all the Star Wars characters, like we were following some characters we didn't know, but they interacted with all these Star Wars characters that we didn't. And so it was cool to see the way the stories intercepted and what the world was kind of like in the rebellion. To me, we were told it from a fresh lens. And you know, I love that Kanan Jarrus was in love with Hera, you know, and he fell for her. And the fact, again, because we're following someone that we don't know, I was genuinely sad and touched when Kanan Jarrus died. Like that was epic. That was intense. I didn't see it coming and I felt it. I felt it in my soul because I didn't know who he was and they were telling a story in the past. It wasn't like, of course he died, because if he was alive, he would have been involved in Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back or A New Hope. And to me, they made the Star Wars universe so big that he didn't have to be. They made the Star Wars universe so big that I could understand, even if he was alive, maybe he wasn't involved in this fight, in what was going on here. Maybe he didn't get involved with the rebellion. And I think mainly his death is probably what elevates it, because to me, that's how you tell a story if you want to tell it in the past. If you want to tell us something that has already happened, you got to use characters that we don't know, so we're actually afraid for them, scared for them, and feel for them when they pass away, or if they pass away.